And welcome back to Ozarks Live. We're going to talk to Bruce Porter today about something you've probably heard of. You may not know what it is, annuities. There are a lot of different schools of thought on annuities. Some people used to say, oh, annuities, no way. Annuities have become an asset class.
Well, yeah.
What happened?
Funniest thing I ever heard one time was a gentleman come into my office and I asked him about annuities, and he said, well, my great-great-great-grandfather said those were no good. Well, 150 years ago, they weren't, right? And so over time, insurance companies are not dumb. They've evolved over time in the financial services world, and now annuities are actually being classified as an asset class because they have a lot of the benefits and features that people want, and they outperform instruments like bonds. Now, if we go back in our financial knowledge world, usually if you have a brand new investor that doesn't know what to do in the markets, you do a 60-40 type split, 60% in equities, 40% in bonds, and a good balanced mix. So it's going to, kind of do its thing. And, you got to remember, in any variable portfolio, there is absolutely no guarantees.
Right.
And the reason you can't sue your broker, because they hand you a prospectus, and that's their disclaimer. So now, no one's ever read that, but it says uninsured, not guaranteed, may lose value. Now, take that to the extreme because that's the truth on what you have there, right? Now, over time, as we get older, that switches 60-40 to bonds stock. That's the traditional thinking. Well, now, when you have an imploding economic bleak future that we have, debt instruments are becoming weaker and weaker, which are bonds. So now, what can we have as an investment tool besides bonds that not only won't keep up with inflation, but are imploding, and they're variable, so they are not guaranteed as well. They're more conservative, but they're not guaranteed. So what can we have in the financial world that's going to be a better option than maybe a bond portfolio? So they've adopted annuities because of the benefits and features of the modern day annuity.
Right, and you've talked to us about this for a few years now, about how you look at it as insuring your money, and it's essentially, it can be a lifetime income. But these have evolved in a way that a lot of people don't know.
Right. Now, there's many annuities available as there are stocks and bonds. So when you talk to someone about an annuity, and hopefully you talk to us, then you want to know what's the benefits and features of this annuity versus this one versus this one. There's a variety of different ones. Not all annuities have the same characteristics. So I like liquidity that is stronger as you get older. I like guarantee of principal. I like ratcheting and resetting of value every year. I like the propensity with growth with the market, but without any fluctuations on the downside. So I want to protect the balance, and I want that propensity for growth, but I also don't want to pay any fees.
That's what I was going to ask you, because you always heard, oh, they're so expensive. Annuities are terribly expensive. Not necessarily.
Not necessarily. So all annuities have a surrender charge period. Well, when you get past that, that's why you want a shorter duration. You want a shorter contract. When you get past that 5 or 10 year period, then you have full access to the money. Now, that doesn't mean you don't have access during that period. You do. A lot of people use these for income tools because they are guaranteed against loss, and they have the propensity for growth. So you have the ability to draw income and maintain balance more than a bond or a CD.
Okay, let me ask this real quick because we've got about 30 seconds. What is the age you get into this? Is this something you get into as you're nearing retirement, or is it something for a younger person to consider?
There's no right or wrong answer to that. It all depends on what stage in life are you in. Are you in investment stage or retirement phase, or are you conservative more than you are aggressive? Then you establish, what's my goals, objectives, and priorities? What am I trying to accomplish? That's different for everybody. It's different for me, it's different for you. But once you establish that, that will give you a direction as to which way to go. And if you haven't had that conversation with your financial person, please call me. I'm kind of like Billy Graham. I'm trying to save as many people as fast as I can before the markets turn and it's too late.
Yeah.
Because the next correction, we may not get a recovery in our lifetime.
Oh,
now,
gosh, I don't wanna
who
hear that.
knows? I don't want to be bleak.
Right, but-
because this is the best place in the world to live, but we have to be practical about economics.
Okay. Don't go it alone. Get somebody
That's
like
right.
Bruce Porter and his team to help you out here at the Resource Center.
For customized financial solutions that help protect your assets and pursue a confident future for you and your loved ones, contact the Resource Center at 417-882-1800 or resourcecenterinc.com.